Hey everyone, so I got a request to do a Valentine's Day look, and you all know I absolutely love requests. So if you ever have a request for any kind of makeup looks, just leave me a message, send me a note, and I'd be happy to put that look together for you and show you what I would do. So for my Valentine's Day look, I am going to go for a really soft, kind of pink, black, smoky eye. I know you think it sounds crazy, but it's going to look great, I promise. So the first thing that I always do is I use my eye primer. So let me pull that out and I'm going to show you a video here. I can never get that right. So there's my Moodstruck Mineral Eye Primer. Watch that video there. It's really simple, but this is going to make those pigments really shine and stay in place all day long. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Moodstruck Minerals Pigment Powder in the color Corrupted. And remember, you're always going to tap the bottom to kind of bring some of those pigments to the top. And then I'm going to take my Crease Brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a tissue and kind of wipe off any kind of excess color I might have on the tissue there. Then I'm going to just put a little bit of pigments onto my brush, and you can see that this is like a matte black color. And I'm going to just apply it to my outer V, or excuse me, the outer corner of my lid. And then I'm going to find my pupil, and I'm going to place a dot there. And I'm doing this right above the crease because you want to be able to see that color. So you could pretty much do this with your eyes open if you really wanted to. And then I'm going to come in a little bit there. So now we're going to fast forward and do the other eye. Okay, and remember, when you're putting on your pigments, you're always pressing the pigments into place. This is a loose powder, and what's going to happen is if you don't press, if you sweep, it's going to get all underneath your eyes here. It's going to fly right off the camera if you do your makeup in front of the camera like I do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on. You want to make sure those lids are on tight because that, again, is a loose powder. And I'm going to take my Moodstruck Mineral Pigment Powder now in the color Vulnerable. And I've not used this color before on camera for you guys. I've worn it quite a few times and I love it. I actually wish that it was a little bit darker, so I just ordered a darker pigment. But if you are fair complected, you're going to absolutely love this pigment. Okay, so there, it's a matte pink every time I get it on my computer, every time. That's why I got a special cover now. Okay, and I'm going to press this onto my lid. Just like that. And again, I said it's a lighter pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back in with a little bit more. Because as I shared with you before, all of the Younique products are buildable, and so if you are not seeing that color that you wanted in the beginning, then all you have to do is just keep putting on additional layers until you get the coverage or the look that you desire. Alright, so now I'm going to fast forward and do the other eye. Alright, so there is the Vulnerable on my lids. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it off, I'm going to finish the pigments off with my Moodstruck Mineral Pigment Powder in Innocent. And I'm going to do a whole segment on Innocent because this is literally the best pigment ever. It is kind of an odd color. Like, it kind of looks like it has a tint of green, but it is literally just the best powder pigment I've ever used. Like, just amazing. So what I'm doing now is I'm just blending that pigment out, okay? And toning down that Corrupted that I applied in the beginning. Ta-da! Alright. I'm still not happy. I want more pink, so I'm going to put more Vulnerable. And I've never done this before, this particular look, so that's why I'm just kind of playing around with you guys so you can see what it looks like. There, that's better. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little pop of sparkle, because you all know me, I'm a sparkle. If you don't like sparkle, this can be it. Like, you can wipe off that excess powder and call it a day. But you all know I love my little pop of sparkle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Splurge Cream Shadow in the color Elegant, and I'm going to actually, with your cream shadow brush, you kind of want to mix this up in the pot a little bit. And then what I do is I just put a little bit of product on the brush, and again, I'm barely pressing that color in. But what that's going to do is it's going to bring a little bit of highlight to that inner eye. And I'm going to bring it down along my lash line there. Like that. Look at that. Woo! Doesn't that really brighten the look up? Look at that. It's wonderful. So yeah. Now I'm going to fast forward so I can do the other eye. And there you have it. Last thing I'm going to do before I finish things off, you're going to let that dry for a minute. But I don't want that harsh line, right, where the sparkle is. I'm like, where did I put that brush? So then what I'm going to do is once the Elegant dries a little bit, then I'm just going to kind of sweep that through. So then it's not so intense that you just, you know, you feel like sparkle mania. Now you look more like a princess. So if you have any questions about my soft Valentine's Day look, please don't hesitate to ask. What I do now is I top it off with 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, and I'll show you a picture here at the end. And have a great day.